We have a connection with a lot of people, right? You connect with a lot of people. But how do you go from that connection to a conversation to a collaboration? What is the difference between Johan calling me and saying, Nadia, my child's interested in a job at CNN, and I go, that's lovely, Johan, turnerjobs.com. Or Irina calling me and my going, you know, Irina, I will take your daughter, I will introduce her to the right person. What makes us go from a connection to a conversation to what networking is, which is a real collaboration? So I want us to relook and say, are we investing in people sufficiently? Are we offering enough resources so that people do want to invest in us in return? Because something you did, Johan, made Beth go, this is a guy that's worth investing in. Now, whether you offered him what we call some form of currency or whether your demeanor said, I'm worth reciprocating with. So really the first thing is to look at networking saying, what can I give rather than what can I get? What stops us investing in our existing relationships? The people we work with every day. We often think of networking as who do I need to know? Who needs to come into my orbit? Who do I need to build a relationship with? But we forget about the very people we work with every day because Johan got a referral from somebody that he already knew and had an existing relationship with. So what stops us investing more in our existing relationships? What's stopping us finding a career we would like more than we like our career right now? What right now is going on in your life that you would like to be doing, that you're not because that fear is sabotaging you? And it all has to do with your neuro association. I mean, I draw the analogy to my garage. My garage is in a terrible mess at the moment. I need to tidy it, and somehow tidying it I associate with pain. And if I can just find a way of not associating it with pain, I will do it. But what are you associating nurturing your relationships and finding new ones with? And for many of us, and I know how people feel, you're happy to be the giver, right? Happy to give, but it's hard to ask. And sometimes what we say in networking or building relationships is, I'm happy to give, but I don't have anything to give. Anybody ever feel like that? I'm going to approach Shirley Bridges. I would like to come across as like I'm in control and I'm confident, but I've got nothing to give. And really, I want you to broaden the way you think of giving. Your currency isn't only, I can offer Irina a job, I can offer Johan a job. That isn't the only currency. You could maybe give somebody advice or guidance or tell them about a great doctor. And how do we get to that point? How do we go from that connection to a conversation where I now understand what I can do for you? Are you exuding the kind of energy that makes people want to network with you? We're so busy saying, I need to get to know Karen because she's involved in training and she can help me. But are you coming across as somebody that people say, I want to get to know? Now, I am not saying you have to walk around like you're on crack. Okay? A certain level of authenticity is absolutely recommendable. But I am saying that I want you to think about right now, what can you draw on that makes you go, I'm in my zone? And what we want to learn to be is communicators that open doors and wind the windows down. And so much is in the way we say things. You always want to light a fire. You first have to feel good about yourself. There is no greater impediment to getting on well with other people than being ill at ease with yourself. What's going on with you? Are you exuding positive energy? Showing genuine interest is the I, but also being interesting. Knowing what's going on in the world, having a comment. I want you to think about taking away from today saying, are there some people I should be reaching out to? But I have to understand their challenges, their passions. I have to know what's going on in their lives to see what I can offer. And then I've got to be okay to ask, because most people are happy to give if you request versus demand.
Hi, I'm Michelle Parker. It was so refreshing to see, to take the time to talk to someone who has made that investment in herself, and she's a bundle of energy and gave a lot of good tips to think about. So I really enjoyed the conversation.
The session today was really great. It talked about relationships, and that's really what working for Delta is about. We always say it's about the people, and this reminds us that we need to invest in those relationships.
I was delighted to hear Nadia today because Nadia addressed a subject that I think is near and dear to women as they are growing and developing in their career, and how we have a spirit of giving to each other and recognizing that network is as much about sharing who we are with each other as it is about getting to know other people and what they offer.
Took some good notes. Hopefully it'll stick, and I'm looking forward to getting more out of this.
I really enjoyed Nadia. She did well presenting the information to us, helping us to be better communicators and getting out and doing some networking professionally.